everybody, I am Rachel Herrick, and some of you may know me as Adorkable Rachel online, and I am back to read another awesome book for this awesome book club. Since we're all stuck inside, let's read some books. So today we're going to read Fooled You, Bert! And this one is interesting for me because I've never read this book. Mr. Chris gave me this book to borrow, to read. And I also picked this one specifically when he gave me a choice because I love Bert. Bert is one of my favorite Sesame Street characters. He is so square, and I relate to him so much. So, never read this before, but let's see what it's all about. Oh, everyone's reading on the inside. Okay, let's see. Fooled You, Bert, by Jocelyn Stevenson, and illustrated by Bill Williams. And there's Bert reading the book for the birds. Start here. One day, Ernie decided to play a joke or two on his old buddy Bert. He found Bert sitting on the stoop, reading a book about birds. Bert had just come to the really good page about pigeons when Ernie interrupted. "Pardon me, old buddy, but your shoe's untied." Up here? "Oh, thanks, Ernie," said Bert. He leaned over to tie his shoe, but both his saddle Oxfords, I love that, but both his saddle Oxfords were neatly tied. "Fooled you, Bert," said Ernie. "Very funny, Ernie," said Bert. He looks like he was so embarrassed. Uh-oh. Now what's gonna happen? Bert found his page and started reading again. "Hey, Bert," said Ernie. "What's green and slimy and has 5 legs and a hairy face?" "I don't know, Ernie," sighed Bert. "What's green and slimy, has 5 legs and a hairy face?" "I don't know either, Bert, but it's crawling on your arm!" "Yow!" yelled Bert. He jumped up and looked at his arm. There was absolutely nothing there. Laughed Bert. "Fooled you." Oh, laughed Ernie, excuse me. Laughed Ernie. "Fooled you, Bert." "Hilarious joke, Ernie," said Bert. "I think I'll go inside and polish my paper clips." "So leave me alone, okay?" "Sure, Bert," said Ernie, and he followed Bert inside. I guess that's what it looks like. Oh God, there's paperclip polish. My mom is watching me read this, by the way. She's cracking up. Okay, so over here, Bert took out his paper clips. "Nothing beats shining paper clips," he said happily as he started to polish them. I relate. Pretty soon, he heard Ernie walking into the bathroom. Suddenly, Ernie yelled, "Bert! Bert! Come quick! The bathtub is overflowing!" Bert leaped up, spilling paper clips all over the floor. "Oh no!" he said. He grabbed a mop. "I'm coming, Ernie!" Make sure I got the right page. Over here. There was Ernie, standing by the sink playing with Rubber Ducky. "Fooled you, Bert," he said. "Ha, ha, ha," said Bert without smiling. Over here. Bert turned to go, but Ernie grabbed his arm. "Wait, Bert," he said. "Stick out your tongue." Bert stuck out his tongue. Ernie gasped. "Oh no!" What? said Bert. Ernie covered his eyes. "Oh, Bert, you've got horrible green spots all over your tongue! Ah!" Okay. "Help!" screamed Bert. He ran to the mirror, opened his mouth, and stuck out his tongue. It was just as pink and perfect as could be. "Ernie," said Bert slowly, "what's the big idea?" "Fooled you, Bert," said Ernie. Over here. "I'm going to count my bottle caps now, Ernie," said Bert. "Please leave me alone." "Okay, old buddy," said Ernie. "I'm going to the store." Now what's about to happen? Bert had just begun to count his fizzy fizz bottle caps when the phone rang. "Hello?" he said. "Is Ernie there?" said the voice on the phone. "No, Ernie's gone to the store. May I take a message?" "Please tell him that Chris and the Alphabeats will be over at 3 o'clock for band practice." "Now, just a minute," said Bert. "Oh, and one more thing," said the voice. "What?" asked Bert. "Fooled you, Bert!" It was Ernie, of course. See, he's on the phone. Let's see. "Bert," called Ernie as he returned a few minutes later. "You won't believe what I just saw coming down Sesame Street." "Right, Ernie, I don't believe it. I'm not going to listen to anything else you say today. Now I want to listen to my marching music record," said Bert. "No more jokes, okay?" "Whatever you say, Bert," Ernie agreed. "But I've never seen anything so huge." Gee, imagine that. They're plaid, too. "Oh, come on, Ernie." "I can't listen," said Bert. "I can't listen to my music when you keep interrupting." He's imagining some elephants, some plaid elephants. "Wow, look at those horns!" exclaimed Ernie. What do you think it is? Let's see. Finally, Bert couldn't stand it anymore. He jumped up and ran over to the window. Of course, there was nothing unusual to see on Sesame Street. I beg to differ. "Where are the elephants, Ernie?" asked Bert. "What elephants, Bert?" "The plaid ones, playing the horns." "Huh? Oh, you mean the huge plaid things with horns? Fooled you, Bert." Now Bert was angry. "Listen, Ernie, how would you like it if you were trying to do something important and someone kept fooling you? I'll tell you, Ernie, you wouldn't like it, and neither do I. So leave me alone. No more fooling, Ernie." "Okay, Bert," Ernie sighed. "I'll go put the groceries away." Bert settled down with his book again. It was peaceful and quiet in the apartment at last. "Let's see," he thought. "Ernie has been playing tricks on me all day. He made me think my shoelaces were untied. He told me there was a green slimy bug on my arm. He said that the bathtub was overflowing. He said there were horrible green spots on my tongue. I thought his friends were coming over for rock and roll practice. He made me think that a band of plaid elephants was marching down Sesame Street. I wonder what Ernie is up to now. Quick. It was quiet at the apartment, all right. Too quiet. Just as Bert was imagining what terrible tricks Ernie might be cooking up in the kitchen, Ernie came into the living room with a covered tray. "I made a wonderful surprise for you, old buddy," said Ernie. Uh-oh. "Oh, sure, Ernie," said Bert. "It's probably another one of your terrific jokes." "No, Bert, this time it's something you'll really like," said Ernie. "Come on, Bert. Just take a peek." The suspense is killing me. "No, I'm not going to let you trick me again, Ernie," Bert answered. "It's probably something disgusting. I'm not going to look." "Well then, I'll show you, Bert." Ernie took the cover off the tray with a flourish. "Here, I made some delicious oatmeal cookies, your very favorites." Bert stared in surprise. "This time you really fooled me, Ernie." And that's it. I liked that a lot. That was so cute. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I am again Rachel Herrick, aka Adorkable Rachel, and let us know if you want us to read even more books, and we'll see you next time.